Hey there, this is Rocky from SeriousScholar.com, and this is a follow-up to a previous video I just did on how to cite a website in APA style with no author, no date, and no page numbers. But one issue that I saved for a separate video because it comes up regardless of what kind of website you have is in your references list. A lot of times your URLs will break really funny and ugly across lines, so I'll show you how to deal with that. This one that I used in the previous video, and if you haven't checked out that video, you should, because there's a lot of great info in there. And if you just glance at this website, actually there's some things that might give you the wrong idea of how to cite these kinds of web pages. So check that video out, or I have a post on at SeriousScholar.com in the tips section. But let's just imagine that it didn't work so nicely for us. Let's imagine we had some information in this top line here, like a long organization name or something that, there we go, something that gave us this really ugly white space. Now, the way to deal with this is APA prefers that you break the URL before a punctuation mark. So that could be a slash, it could be a period, or it could be a hyphen. Make sure it's before the punctuation mark, especially for a hyphen, because then the reader might be confused if you manually added in that hyphen to break a word, or if it was part of the URL. So always before it. And you kind of have to eyeball it, pick a spot where you think you could get all that text on the line. Now, it's really important that you hold down the shift key and hit the enter key. If you just hit the enter key, it's going to break your link. You want to preserve this link. So it looks like I actually still have some space, and if you're not sure, you can go to the View menu and click Show Grid Lines. If you're on a Mac, I forget exactly where it is. A Mac Word 2011, I think, has the grid lines kind of front and center in the page layout somewhere. Mac Word 2008, it was a little more complicated. So it looks like I still have some space there. So I'm going to turn off the grid lines because they make my eyes go crazy. But it is good to use that to check out space. So I'm going to hit Control-Z, or you can undo it, and I'm going to try this one here. Again, I'm going to hold Shift and push the Enter key. This preserves my hyperlink. And yeah, that did it. I got that on the line, so I got as close as I could, broke it before a punctuation mark. And you'll notice when you leave the line that that blue formatting will come back. You can easily undo that. Just hit Control-Z, or if you're on a Mac, I think it's Command-Z, or this little undo button at the top here. And that still preserves your link. Just click it one time. And so if you hover over it, you'll see on a PC it's Control-click. I still have my link here. Now, if you don't want to do it with Control-Z, you could, oops, that didn't do it, but you could always highlight it, go to the Home tab. If it's blue and you want to make it black, click on the font, and then the underline. You probably have to click underline twice for some reason. And that's how you break your link. Make sure you don't put any punctuation, any period, or anything at the end of this. And again, see the other post or the other video on the details of formatting the web citation. So I hope that was helpful, and good luck with your references list.